Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Yes, today I have for you yet again another exciting video. As you can see, the title suggests, what is present truth? 2Peter 1 verse 12 explained. Now, this is a concept that actually comes from, it's a concept that is often used by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, present truth. If you actually go through Ellen G. White's app, which you can find on Google, and you type in present truth, you'd find scores amount of time, far too many for me to even share with you guys, just how often Ellen G. White mentioned about present truth. Right, so it's a term that is used very often within the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And when you look at the context from 1 Peter 1 verse 12, 1 Peter chapter 1 actually begins by talking about virtues, good virtues that everyone actually needs to have. Right, this is the content of 2 Peter chapter 1. Right, and having stated these virtues that we are to have, I'm going to read from verse 10 onwards. Having stated these virtues that we are to have, Peter then said, reading from the KJV, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord Jesus Christ. Now in verse 12 it says, wherefore I will not be negligent to put you always in remembrance of these things, though you know them, and be established in the present truth. Now the Amplified Version says, so I intend always to remind you about these things, although indeed you know them and are firm in the truth that you now hold. ESV says, therefore I intend always to remind you of these qualities. Those are the qualities that was mentioned in the chapters that tell you good virtues. Though you know them. Therefore I intend always to remind you of these qualities, though you know them, and are established in the truth that you have. NASB says, therefore I will always be ready to remind you of these things, even though you already know them, and have been established in the truth which is present with you. In NLT, therefore I will always remind you about these things, even though you already know them and are standing firm in the truth you have been taught. Now, as you can see, these other translations renders the text in a manner that is far easier for you and I to understand. Because what it is basically being conveying is that there was a truth that was held by the disciples of Jesus Christ during this time when this epistle was actually written. Right? And Peter calls it the truth that they now hold, Amplified Version, or the truth that they had or have, as the ESV says, or the truth that was present with them, as the NASB says, or as firm are the truth that they have been taught, according to NLT. So, what this is saying is that during that time, there was a truth that they held to, right? And you can rest assured that the truth that was being upheld or that was held during this era, it was the gospel of grace. That Jesus died on the cross for sinners, right? It was not a gospel of law. It was not any warning of a Sunday law to come. It was not any warning that, oh, if you worship on this day, you may eventually get the mark of the beast. It was not about what they can or cannot eat or what they are currently eating. No. It was not about medical missionary work. None of those things that the Seventh-day Adventist Church held to, which they call present truth or the truth for this time, as Ellen White would actually say. Now, I'm going to share a few quotes with you. I won't read it, but I'll put it in the comment section for you guys to see, just so you understand what Seventh-day Adventists mean when they use the term present truth. Present truth for them, mark of the beast, Sunday worship being the mark of the beast, that's one. Certain foods that you shouldn't be eating, the Sabbath as mandatory for all Christians, the 10 Commandments should be kept, the law of God should be kept. Those are the truths that Seventh-day Adventists hold as present truth. Right? The doctrine of soul sleep and a plethora of other things. And when you actually look throughout the New Testament, you'll see that at no given time they were actually told, Gentiles was actually told to keep the law, keep the 10 Commandments, keep Sabbath, observe dietary laws, or that Sunday worship will eventually be the mark of the beast. None of these things. So what they're holding to as present truth is something that was never held as present truth in the New Testament. It was present truth in the Old Testament, right? And grant you, just to be fair with them, in saying that there's a truth that is held in every dispensation, that much is very true. That's a true statement, that there is a particular truth that is being held throughout every dispensation. But throughout the New Testament and the revelations that come through the New Testament is the very last truth. There is to be no other dispensation where there was supposed to be any truth that should take precedence over the truth that was established in the New Testament. So therefore, any truth that is to be present now, it has to be a truth that can be found in the apostolic era through the epistles of Paul, Peter, James, John, and Jude. You must be able to trace it through those epistles that was given from Acts, the book of Acts, and beyond. If you cannot find the truth written in those, then my friends, it is not present truth. And anyone who tells you that it is present truth, they are a liar. They are a liar, and what they're advocating is more likely another gospel, or another Jesus they are presenting to you, or another spirit. You must be able to find it from the book of Acts and beyond to the book of Revelation. That's where truth was actually closed. It was final there, complete, nothing more to be added to it, nor taken from it. Right, guys? So how the Seventh-day Adventist Church use 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 12 and how they use it loosely, I can tell you that they are very much wrong in how they actually use and coin the term present truth. That said, this is a short video, and this is the very last video I'll be recording at my workplace for the year, right? So I figured I should actually make it short and not make a lengthy video. Right, guys? Nevertheless, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Bye bye now.